Okay, so a super quick review of my Artisan Cutlery Apache that I just got in today. G-10 inserts, aluminum handle scales with nested stainless steel liners. D2 blade. Action's pretty decent. Not a super strong detent. You can fail it if if you go real lazy with it, but it's got pretty good action. Opens up no problem. It's a big old chunk of D2 to get moving, so you gotta give it a little bit, but no wrist flick or anything needed. You can shake it out, but it's not real easy. I mean, you got to give it a pretty good flick. And I think that's just probably the weight of the blade. It's going to be pretty hard to not have that. G10 is textured pretty nicely. Gives a nice amount of grip. It's a nice, I find it so far at least, a nice complement to the slick aluminum. It's decently grippy. I'd say probably PM2-ish, something like that. Yeah, thereabouts. Yeah, overall, so far I like it. Had a little bit of side-to-side blade play when I first got it, but I turned the pivot screw a little bit tighter, tried it, turned it tighter, tried it, snugged it down until just where the blade play went away, and action is still real nice. And I don't know if it's going to show up on camera, but the centering is basically dead on. And it didn't move when it was loose to all the way until it was tight, and it's pretty darn tight at this point, and it still has real nice action. So I think the build quality seems to be pretty good as far as the tolerances and things like that. The fact that it didn't really move during those adjustments, I was pretty pleased to see that. The ergos are a little bit weird on the handle. So if I have a natural grip and wrap my hand around the way it would naturally fall, if I open up, you can see that point hits right on my middle finger. Now I have size large gloves, or hands that wear size large gloves. My fingers aren't very long, but my hands are pretty wide. So I don't know, that's going to depend, on the person. Maybe somebody with extra, with smaller fingers, you could fit too comfortably into that little divot. I really can't, they're pretty cramped. If I choke back a little bit and let it fall past on the back side of that little point, it's a little bit sloppy. It's not bad, it's comfortable, it's just not, I don't know. I just would probably rather either that be a little bit more rounded or be placed in a slightly forward position, something a little bit different. I don't know. We'll see if it grows on me. It's not, like I said, it's not bad, but it's, at least for me, in a natural grip, it's just not ideal. But I don't know. We'll see. I don't think it's going to be too big of an issue. Anyway, pretty quick review so far, so good. Put a little oil on the bearings. Probably didn't really need it. Bearing and the detent little hole. Smear some oil on that detent track, I guess you'd say. And I don't know, probably didn't really need it. Action was pretty good right out of the box, like I said. I could hear the bearings just a tiny bit with the first few flips, but now I don't really hear them anymore, so I think it's probably just a matter of being new. But anyway, yeah, kind of a unique design. It doesn't ridiculously break the bank. It was about, I think it was, I want to say $59, but I ended up with a discount for LTK from his YouTube channel. So anyway, oh man, and I just realized I had the camera vertical the whole time. Yeah, well, sorry about that. All right, I guess that's about it. Okay.